contact, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Weaver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds some space. A very productive run, gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Hokies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Trying to punch it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Finds us back in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Tar Heels will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick strike complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. Turning it on! They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And then he got the first down, and I know all you probably say, hey, slide, get down, don't take the hit, don't fumble, but that guy's thinking touchdown. He's thinking I can break these tackles and try.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. The 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
North Carolina, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They get to him as he throws. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
North Carolina, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Great place to start for this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's Weaver. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back open in the middle. And into the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UNC! He'll try to tack on one more.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
17, North Carolina, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Weaver. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get outside. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Well, Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Gage. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
So now it's second and long. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense and they get the ball back. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. Tackled there by the defense. They'll go hurry up here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Gage. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
No mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, obviously, in this situation, you need a touchdown to win the game, and they're being aggressive. They're taking shots down the field. You got to remember, you're probably not going to be able to get it all back on one throw. You've got to be smart. Quarterback's got to make good decisions. You got to be able to get the ball out, but be smart about your play calling.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes the grab at the 30. Breaks into the open. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
It comes down to this now. One final play to win it. This ball has got to get in the end zone somehow, some way. Who's going to step up?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Hokies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the